Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Football Focus, September 18th. I almost said 28th. I'm actually leaving on holiday on the 28th. I don't know why I had that in my head. Must be because I'm excited. Anyway, how's everyone's weekend going? It was a awful weekend for us Manchester United fans, but we've got to move on. We've got to press on. We've got Bayern Munich in a couple days, guys. That preview will be coming out tomorrow morning, so keep an eye out for that preview. But we've got other stuff we need to talk about today, guys. I don't care if there's 0 viewers. I don't care if there's 5 viewers, 100 viewers. We are talking Manchester United today. We're not going to really talk about any other crap today. We just need to really dive in on what's going on with Manchester United at the moment. And it is not good, whether it's on the field, whether it's off the field, whether it's, your personal life. Ain't nothing happening that's good with Manchester United. It is rough times. And it just got worse, guys. Aaron Wan-Bissaka injured for weeks. So I heard actually last night on a channel called The United Stand. If you're not watching The United Stand, guys, they do speak a lot of good stuff on there. There was a rumor coming out of The United Stand last night that Aaron Wan-Bissaka could be out for 2 months. While last night this was only a rumor, the news has broken out today that he is injured and is going to be several weeks. That kind of lines up with that 2-month time that was mentioned last night. Guys, what is happening here? Our entire backline is gone. Bissaka is gone. Varane is gone. Martinez was gone for a little bit. Luke Shaw is gone. Malacia is gone. Who's the next to go? Who could be the next one to go? Yeah. God, it's rough, guys. I don't know. I don't know why these players are getting injured. I know Manchester United had a more intense preseason than most other teams with our travel, with how many games we played. And there was an article that came out during the preseason saying that we're going to have loads of injuries because of that schedule. And look what's happening. Players dropping left and right. It's going to keep happening. It's not going to stop, guys. It is really not going to stop. It's depressing. It is depressing. I was really counting on Wan-Bissaka being available for the Bayern Munich game tomorrow because we need someone to shut that side down. I was hoping he would have been available for Brighton. Apparently he was ill. Looks like now that is more than an illness. It looks like a proper knock. So, yep, Wan-Bissaka out for what seemingly looks like 2 months now. Yeah, guys, I'm going to keep this one quite short today because I'm just first day in the office today, very tired, new job, brain is just destroyed. It's just, a rough time. Anyway, let's keep going. So actually, should we talk about something more positive? So I was reading earlier today about Anthony. So hold on one sec. So this is coming out of the Daily Mail, and it was coming out of Brazil as well today, is that the main accuser in this Anthony case has now dropped the case. Could this mean that that he's going to return? I think it might mean that he returns sooner than later, guys. It says right here, Anthony accuser drops her complaint against the Man United star, filed in 22 after claiming he assaulted her in a car, with the Brazilian still facing allegations from 2 other women. So I don't know what's going on with the 2 others, but the one that kicked off all of this has now rescinded her claim. And I'm going to read a bit more. La la la, boom, boom, boom. Doesn't really say that much. Yeah, it basically just says she's rescinded she's rescinded the claim that she has been assaulted. So yeah, I don't know what's happening. He has still got two others actually that he needs to deal with, but it does look like sooner or later he will, or sooner rather than later he will return. There was lots of reports about this being some sort of revenge thing. I'm not getting into all that. I just want to state that she has now dropped the case. There's still two other allegations going on. We'll see what happens with that. But from what I'm seeing is that Manchester United is trying to squash this, get down to the root of the problem, and end it. And it looks like it is headed that way. So, yeah, I'd expect Anthony back sooner rather than later. And just a couple other bits, guys, before I head off for the evening. I am absolutely blasted. Let's talk about our favorite player, Jadon Sancho. Jadon Sancho is apparently, I want to say, there's a few clubs in for him, but I'm hearing Barcelona could be in for Jadon Sancho, but also reports that Tottenham, Newcastle, and Dortmund are interested in a loan for Jadon Sancho come January. But Barcelona also in for Jadon Sancho, which I actually think he would be a great Barcelona player. I'm just checking all this. Yeah. I think he would be phenomenal at Barcelona. I think the pace of that league, the style they play, is much more suited to what Jadon Sancho can do. I don't think he actually fits the style that we want to play. He's not that energetic. He's not that quick. He doesn't like to press. So I think he works in a system that wants to pass around the ball, keep the ball in a league where they're going to be mainly the most dominant team other than maybe Real Madrid or Atletico Madrid. So I can see that being a good move for him. But at the same time, we got Tottenham, we've got Dortmund, and we've got Newcastle all in for a loan on Jadon Sancho. Could that happen? Comment down below. McTominay as well. Remember, I think I mentioned this. I mentioned this a few weeks ago, just before, I think it was on the last week of the transfer window being open, is that Bayern Munich are actually interested in Scott McTominay. And then nothing really happened out of that. It seemed like it was all a rumor. But Bayern, this is coming from BBC Sport. This is coming from a few, like Football 365, a few other places. Bayern Munich are back in for McTominay and want to move for him come January. If we can get Bayern Munich to splash like 30, 35 mil, he has a chance in the next couple months to show what he could be worth to Bayern Munich as well. I think we do quite well to ship him out to Bayern for around 30, 35 million come January. Very interesting. I thought that was just like a rumor someone started. I never took that one seriously, but seeing how many people are in for this, it's interesting. I think McTominay would be quite well in the Bundesliga, to be honest. I think McTominay, Bayern Munich, or like a Bayern Leverkusen. I don't think he fits Dortmund very well, but Bayern Munich, Leverkusen, even like a Mönchengladbach, I think McTominay would thrive in a scenario like that. So yeah, I mean, like I said, if we can convince Bayern to spend 30, 35 million on a midfielder like McTominay, I think we've basically stolen some money from Bayern Munich there. But one thing we have to remember is that the team we're talking about is Manchester United. So we'll probably let McTominay go to Bayern for a bag of chips and some peas or something, like, and a couple quid. That's what I think is going to happen. I don't know. But yeah, anyway, Scott McTominay off to Bayern. Yeah. And yeah, guys, sorry. I said I'm not going to make this one long because I'm quite tired today. I just want to talk a minute. I was going to do a video about this, and I could still do that. It's going to take a bit more time to do, but I just wanted to outline a couple of these similarities that's going on with what Erik ten Hag needs to fix right now and what Alex Ferguson had to fix when he first started. Look, the first few years of Alex Ferguson's reign at Manchester United was not good. Okay. I would say Eric Ten Hag's first year was kind of better than those first 3 or 4 years of Alex Ferguson. He didn't, he won the FA Cup, which saved his job. But he had a big mission on his hand to completely change the culture at Manchester United during that time. Manchester United was completely consumed by a drinking kind of party culture, and Ferguson worked for years to get that out. He got rid of some big name players like Brucey had to go. A lot of those players from those the mid 80s, late 80s, early 2000s, he was just, boom, get out of here. Oh, you like beer? Get the hell on out of here. You're drinking, get out of here. He really took the club from being more of a drinking culture club to a club of winning. It takes a long time for that. Now we're in an age where time isn't necessarily granted to managers. People have very short attention spans. They have very short, what would you say, a very short temper towards managers. And anything that can possibly go wrong at a football club apparently is the manager's fault. Look, Eric Ten Hag has 10 years of player power he needs to fix at this club. I'd argue that getting rid of player power, to a decade of player power from the club, is a lot harder than removing a decade of drinking culture from the club. You can argue that one down in the comments. But we need to give this guy some time. We saw last year how good of a coach this guy can be. But this all comes from the top. Shit's draining from the top. And I hope he's given the amount of time to get this sorted, because you saw with Ronaldo, you're seeing it with Maguire, you're seeing it with Jadon Sancho. Player power does not exist at this club. It should not exist anymore. Jadon Sancho, maybe a guy like Rashford could be the last one. I'm not sure how he feels about Rashford at the moment. I think he loves Rashford, but I'm starting to worry that player power is getting a hold of Rashford as well. And that will come to bite him in the ass. Eric Ten Hag has no time for fucking player power. You listen to him, you do what he wants to do, or you're out. And I can't support that enough. Stand by the coach, guys. He's got a lot of work to do. Don't let that first season think that everything was going to be rosy. That was almost like a new manager bounce season, guys. This is where the real work starts to come in. He's got to work to get some of these terrible, ego-driven, player power players out of here and rebuild everything. Though it does start from getting new owners. Not sure how that's going to happen, because these owners are enabling these players to run the club by giving them contracts that are worth $350K, $400K, whatever it is. So he's got a lot of work to do, guys. Hopefully he can get it done, and we'll see. But yeah, let me know. Comment down below. Like I said, short one today, guys, because I feel like shit and I'm tired. Want to go to bed. But keep your eyes out tomorrow. Going to have the Bayern Munich versus Manchester United preview to come out, so watch that. And then I'll see you all after what could be a very depressing game against Bayern Munich. It could be very good, could be very bad. I'm kind of leaning towards very bad. But let me know down below. See you all later on the next one. Don't